Please welcome Head of Growth and Strategy at Argent, Matthew Wright.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much. My name is Matthew. I lead growth and operations at Argent. We're a new type of wallet. We're non-custodial, but we want to bring the next billion people to crypto. So today I'm going to talk about why we're different, particularly what we're doing in DeFi that's different, and then talk a little bit about our future plans. So for Argent, we knew for mass adoption that we had to solve three main problems. Number one, it's much too easy to lose assets. We've all heard the nightmares of seed phrases, people trawling through landfill sites, engraving it on metal, getting hypnotized. But even in the less extreme scenarios, we tell our parents, don't write down your passwords on a piece of paper and stuff it in a drawer. It just doesn't make sense for what's meant to be the future of the internet. So it's also too scary to transact. We've all had that feeling in our stomachs, I'm sure, when you're about to send a large transaction, checking and rechecking, making sure every part of the address is right. Have you made a mistake? Also, gas is a major hassle too. We don't think that millions of people are going to accept it. Finally, and in particular for today, it's much too hard to use dApps. Even the ERC20 approve method, you're approving a Dapp to potentially take 10 to the power of 59 tokens from your wallet, which is potentially trillions of tokens worth. So we asked, could we build a non-custodial wallet with the ease of use and security of N26, Revolut, Monzo? So this would let you recover your funds, block fraudulent transactions, freeze your account, set trusted contacts, no transaction fees, and no cryptic addresses. So this is the usual part where I would do a live demo of live screen recording, but unfortunately I can't hook up my phone to the machine, apparently, so I just recorded this while I was over there. So if we open Argent, this is what it looks like. A fairly normal wallet. You can see the assets here. But what you don't see is that your phone is only holding your private key, and there are no assets attached to that private key. Your funds are actually stored on a smart contract, and when you have that separation, you can add quite a lot of cool logic to the smart contract. So the first thing is what we call, showing assets. So the first is what we call guardians. So we wanted to recreate the experience of banking. If you lose your wallet, you call your bank, they send you a new card. So Guardians is what allows us to do this in a decentralized world. Instead of your bank, you have the people you trust, friends or family. But you can also have, and hopefully a hardware wallet, or even a third-party service. And so, if you lose your phone, you just get your Guardians, they help you regain access. No seed phrase, much easier. So now let's see Argent in action. And I do apologize for the video. So look, here, to send an asset is simple. Just choose the asset you want to send, enter the amount. And here on this screen, you'll show another reason why Argent's different. You'll see the address is not a long cryptic one, it's just Gerald, our co-founder, being sent one DAI. Every Argent user gets a free ENS. Also the fee. We don't think people want to deal with gas, so we subsidize it. So it's just paid by Argent. So it's no different to using Venmo. So now, this is where it gets a bit more interesting, is to send to an untrusted contact. So this would be, this is just an example of sending another asset. So here. So this is trying to send to an address you don't trust. And usually in the demo, I can ask someone in the audience to show a QR code, and I'll send you some money and show what happens. And I'd love to do that after, when I'm not having to deal with this. But here you go. So this is us earlier typing Ethereum QR code into your browser. Images, so this is just a random QR code from the internet, and we'll send it $17,000. So this is what Itamar recorded just now. Yeah, $17,000 to the address. You'll see the exact same final page when we sent one DAI to our co-founder Gerald. It's the amount, the address, except this time there's no ENS, and the fee paid by Argent. You'll see what happens is it's blocked. At smart contract level, it detects a transfer to a new address that we don't trust. And just as your bank would block it, our smart contracts block it. So this is not happening at our backend or our app. So when this happens, you would have 24 hours to either cancel it completely, or if you want with your guardians, you could approve it if we did know this person from Google Images. So hopefully Itamar remembered to cancel that later. So the bigger part of what Argent is, so that's the basics, the foundation. You have the security, you have the ability to easily send to friends. Is the access to dApps, to Web3, to open finance. So here we have the finances tab. And who here has opened a Maker CDP? 1, 2, 3. Quite a few transactions, quite complicated. It used to be 7 transactions. I think with their proxies, it's now about 4, but it's still kind of a cumbersome process. But here with Argent, we've integrated at smart contract level, and it's as easy as this. You choose your collateral, choose how much you want to borrow, review loan, take the loan, done. Open to make a CDP in about 5 seconds. Now, which has been especially popular with people in the last couple of months since we've launched it, is a smart contract integration with Compound. So here, you tap Compound, the amount you want to save, 100 DAI, done. Also in a few seconds. This means anyone in the world with an internet connection has access to a US dollar savings account, and they can do it with a user experience that's better than most banks. I know in the UK this is better than Monzo Revolut, and in the UK we're at least 10 years ahead of the US in banking, so this is miles ahead of your US banking. So that's done with Compound. And so just quickly back to the presentation. So just to recap why our architecture is different. So as I said, your phone only holds a private key. This acts as a remote control to your wallet. The intent is relayed to the blockchain, and then your smart contract decides if that intent is legitimate and executes accordingly. So for this, we use something called meta transactions, and it's also how we abstract the gas. So our architecture is a bit different to other smart contract wallets. Each user just has a simple base wallet. That base wallet only holds a user's identity and the assets. This base wallet then interacts with some modules that are shared between every Argent user. Now, this modular architecture lets us upgrade Argent easily, but always with the owner's permission. So for instance, when we added our DeFi integrations, after they were properly audited, of course, we added the new module to that, and the users then get this new feature. The other benefit of this is that the base wallet is less than 100 lines, and each module is less than 500 lines. So it's actually easier to audit too. So as I said, we can easily add a new module for a new DeFi feature. And this kind of highlights just what we saw under the hood when we opened a Maker CDP in that video. Before, it was about 7 transactions, all these different steps. With Argent, you can basically shrink it to 1. It's also quite clever when you close it. If you don't have the maker and the DAI you need to close the CDP, it will automatically swap your ETH using Uniswap, and it's just one tap for the user. So what's next for us? We're adding more fiat on-ramps, in particular in the US in the coming months. We want someone to be able to get $1 and get $1 of stable coin. So just as you would load your Robinhood account with $100 and expect $100, you'll be able to do that with Argent. We're also looking at other core DeFi functions that will natively integrate in the wallet. And we're adding Wallet Connect as well to provide a range of access to other dApps. So there's a queue for Argent, but you can use this link or QR code, which from here doesn't look like it'll work, but give it a go. I'm really happy to talk to you about it and also to do a live demo in person, but thank you very much. I'm happy if anyone has questions. I'm not sure. Yeah.
How do you make money?
So at the moment, we make money through crypto-to-crypto exchange. Sorry, crypto exchanges through Kyber. We can take a small fee through fiat. But then also with DeFi, it opens up quite another range of possibilities in future. But at the moment, we're venture funded and pretty much focused on growth. Hi, an Ethereum beginner, yes. So to my knowledge, and I'm probably the worst person in Argent to be asking these questions to, but to my knowledge, the time at the moment is fixed, but you can change the amount to anything you wanted. So if you are hyper security conscious, you could have 3 hardware wallets that only you controlled. You could have a really small daily limit. And anytime you had a notification saying someone had initiated a large transaction, you could use the hardware wallets that you controlled to block them. Anything else? With Argent, you do, yeah. So if you have Android, it's coming to Android in a couple of weeks, but these are live on iOS at the moment. Cool. And happy to show a demo. Thank you very much.